Karolis Babusis, I think that you'll, in your dreams, maybe see that three-pointer pass by sometimes this night.
No, I wouldn't say that. No, sometimes it gets lucky to take your shot. Sometimes you miss. That's basketball. That's a sport. You know, you can't be successful every time. So that's life. Sometimes it's unfair. You know.
It's the life of a shooter, right? It's an unfair life.
Yeah, of course. I'm really sad, you know, because of the loss and because of last shot. So yeah, life sometimes is unfair, and basketball is a sport, you know.
It was a tough game. You guys came pretty close at the end, but you let the game slip a little bit in the first half, right? Especially first quarter, 28-16 was the final score in advantage Leiden. What was it with the start of this game? Were you guys not sharp enough, and how come?
Yeah, for sure, we let them to feel their game. This is our home, but we let them play their game, so we can do this. But like after first half it was -18, so yeah, somehow we managed to came back to the game. So that's the main, I guess, good you know, good stuff to came back. But yeah, if we would play better in the first half, you know, maybe we could win. But yeah, we need to rest a bit and continue our job.
Continue your job. That is, the next game is a cup game, right? Against an amateur team in Maastricht. Do you know where that is?
I know that it's far away from here, like 4 hours drive. So yeah, so it will be difficult. So because we have on Wednesday game and then on Saturday, so we have 3 games in a week. Yeah. So yeah, we have to manage that.
A little bit of rest, then Leeuwarden, and then the cup game.
Yeah, sure. We have to win those games. I guess we come on our home game with a bigger energy, for sure. And we need to win those games. There's no other way.
Thank you very much. Theo, John, first off, how's your ankle?
It's all right. It's all right. You know, it's part of the game. Comes with it. Just got out the ice bath, so got to put it elevated, and you know, it's gonna sting tomorrow, but it is what it is.
Because you came down on something basically, and it snapped a little bit, and then you also, like, out of frustration, almost kicked that boarding in 2 pieces. Yeah. That probably didn't help.
Yeah, no, it spur of the moment thing. I pulled it right before, so I didn't kick it fully, but you know. It's frustrating when it happens. It's one of those things that you just lace it up tight and play through. So.
Yeah, because I saw you like pull the laces and then tie it pretty much extra tight. Does that help a little bit? Yeah,
it just stops the inflammation from happening. You don't want it to blow up on you, so I just tie it tight, secure it, and keep playing.
I think for you personally, it was a pretty decent game with 12 points, 10 rebounds against 2 pretty massive dudes, of course, at the Leiden center spot with Schaftenaar and Gross. But still, as a team, of course, a little bit of a disappointing game that you couldn't quite turn it around, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, we started off first half. I mean, we were down 20 at one point, and it was just building back from that. You know, we were treading water the entire game, fighting back from that. We showed signs of life in the second half, you know, showing the heart of, you know, coming back, making it an interesting game. But I mean, we can't have starts like that. I mean, building a hole like that, you're digging yourself out the entire game, and we're not really able to get into our flow just because, again, we're down so much. But God showed heart, and I mean, there's good things and a lot of bad things that we can all learn from.
About the bad things, although those are not the type of stuff, of course, we like to talk about. But you start off the first quarter especially bad, and that is against a team that you've played against last week as well. What's the difference then between like the 2 different games? Is there a difference, or was it just a lack of execution or energy or something like that?
I mean, we could break each play down if you wanted to, but we'd be here all night. It's different things in different situations. Whether it be a defensive coverage breakdown or offensive execution. It was just little things. Like I said, we didn't come out with that fire, that heart, We found it at one point, but by then it was too late. So.
Pretty tough week coming up with 2 games against Leeuwarden and then of course the cup game. Do you know where Maastricht is?
I heard it's far away.
Really far away.
Yeah, far away. But looking forward to it. Just got to get healthy, get guys rested, get guys ready, prepared. I'm sure coaches and them will do their due diligence of scouting and all that. So, you know, it's another game. Blessed and very fortunate to be still doing this, and yeah, very grateful.
Thank you very much. Andrej Stimac, you practice for a whole week on a team that you've played last week as well, and then the game starts. In the first quarter, it ends in 28-16 for Leiden. I think that's a frustrating experience from a coach's point of view.
Yes, it is, but that was the reality. Tried to accept it during the game, but yes, this first quarter hurts because they didn't put anything new, they didn't do anything what we didn't know that they were doing, but still we were not executing, or we were not there. They went around the screens like we don't exist. Like there are 2 different levels of the but every element, speed, execution, defense, presence, running around the screens, setting the screens. So it's still a little bit a mystery to me, but yeah.
You turned it around like somewhere, well, basically after halftime in the beginning of the third quarter. What is the thing that you can change as a coach? How do you make sure that changes?
You know, now we can talk about changing stuff. I don't think we can. We have to change. We have to understand that at this level, the margin is very little or basically none. And every mistake you pay cash. And you know, I think that we should really be on that level of habits that these things are done without questioning. Just simple box outs, defensive stuff, going through the screens, something that you at the end of the day pay cash, because it's that the scoreboard is only a consequence. We were very weak. They were hitting some shots at the beginning. They started off pretty well, but they were pretty comfortable in those shots. So from the very beginning, I don't have any kind of explanation for the first quarter. Maybe the guys who were on the court have better answer.
You've had quite a lot of time to practice in the last few weeks because you just had 1 game every week. You're now going back into a schedule where you have multiple games in a week. What changes then for the group?
Well, that's the time to perform. Yeah, we did have some days, but we had a couple of sick players, so we were barely 10. I mean, everybody has it, so I'm not trying to say that we are an exception. So it was hard to compose the practice. David was sick for a week. Jordi was sick for 3-4 days. So, you know, but now no more. I mean, we cannot have any kind of excuse to not to perform against in following games, because this is what we have to do. We are Donar. We have to respond. We have to. A loss itself is not a problem, but the way how you lose, yes, that's a problem. And then you have the time to respond, or not, but we'll see.
Slowly but surely there's a little bit of pressure coming from the standings as well, right? With you today had the opportunity to like get closer to the top 3, but you got further away, and now the teams from beneath you are getting closer. So there's a little bit of pressure from that as well, I think.
I will live with this type of situation when you wear Donar jersey, I think, always. So this is nothing new. Every time there is a performance, there is something missing. I think some questions wouldn't be even asked if the shot went in. It didn't go in, but you know, I'm taking responsibility for everything that I can control. So some things, yeah, we have to do right. We want to get all those victories. But you know, there are also opponents who are practicing.
Thank you very much.